If you're in the market for an SUV that delivers on every front, reliability, safety, performance, and value, then you've come to the right place. Consumer Reports just rewrote the rulebook, and these 7 new picks for 2026 are the ones dealers do not want you to know about. 7 vehicles, near perfect road test scores, and a number 1 that absolutely nobody saw coming. 3 of them are being quietly pushed off the showroom floor because they are simply too good at saving you money. By number 3, you will understand why mechanics are quietly buying these for their own families. And by number 1, you will never look at a dealership pitch the same way again. Let's dive into the 7 almost perfect SUVs for 2026 that are about to disrupt the entire segment. Number 7. 2026 Chevrolet Trax. This is the affordable SUV that was never supposed to be this good. On paper, the Trax is the entry-level crossover in Chevrolet's lineup, the one you expect to be a rental car special, not a Consumer Reports darling. But Chevrolet quietly rebuilt this SUV from the ground up and turned it into one of the smartest buys in the segment. The new generation Trax rides on a longer, wider platform than before, and that single decision changes everything. Interior space jumps from cramped to genuinely usable, with adult-friendly rear seats and a cargo area that embarrasses some so-called premium compact SUVs. Consumer testing shows that the Trax delivers the kind of everyday comfort and predictable handling that most people actually want, not the harsh, sporty ride magazines love to talk about. At the pump, its efficient turbocharged engine delivers fuel economy numbers that punch far above what buyers expect from a budget-friendly SUV, and owners report low running costs thanks to simple, proven components that do not constantly send you back to the service bay. Safety is where this little SUV shocks people. Chevrolet makes advanced driver assistance features widely available, giving you automatic emergency braking, lane keeping support, and adaptive cruise technology that used to be reserved for much more expensive models. The result is a practical, comfortable, safe commuter that doesn't pretend to be something it is not. It is not the fastest, it is not the flashiest, but it does the basics so well and with such consistency that it ends up feeling like the smart choice that quietly outlasts the trendy alternatives. Number 6. 2025 Kia Telluride. This is the SUV the industry tried to ignore and then could not. The Kia Telluride stormed onto the scene and instantly became the 3-row benchmark that left legacy brands scrambling. Consumer Reports road tests highlight exactly why. Ride comfort is exceptional, with a suspension that soaks up broken pavement while still feeling controlled and confident. The cabin feels like it belongs in a vehicle costing far more, with high-quality materials, thoughtful storage, and a layout that makes families feel like somebody actually listened to them before designing it. The Telluride's V6 powertrain is not about headline-grabbing horsepower. It is about smooth, predictable power delivery and long-term durability. Real-world testing shows that it delivers respectable fuel economy for a large 3-row SUV while still towing and hauling with ease. The real magic is packaging. The second row is genuinely adult-friendly, and the third row is one of the few in the segment where grown-ups can sit for more than a short trip without plotting their escape. Cargo space behind that third row is usable, not symbolic, and when you fold everything flat, you get a genuinely massive, squared-off load floor that swallows family life with room to spare. Reliability predictions for the Telluride have been strong, backed by owner reports that show fewer problems than many rivals, and supported by Kia's long powertrain warranty, which adds another layer of peace of mind. Safety scores are excellent, with top crash test ratings and a deep suite of standard driver assistance tech that many competitors still make you pay extra for. The controversy comes at the dealership. High demand means some stores mark these up or try to steer shoppers toward models with bigger profit margins. But if you hold your ground, what you get is a 3-row SUV that feels like it was engineered by people who actually drive with a full load of kids, gear, and chaos every single day. Number 5. 2026 Honda Passport.
This is the SUV that stopped pretending and leaned fully into what buyers actually needed: space, power, and durability without the bloat of a full-blown three-row. The Passport is essentially the tough two-row sibling of Honda's flagship three-row, but that simplification turns into a massive advantage. Consumer-focused testing shows that the Passport's V6 engine is one of the smoothest and most reliable in the class, delivering strong acceleration without resorting to complex turbocharging tricks that can hurt long-term durability. The all-wheel drive system is tuned more for real-world traction than for marketing brochures, giving the Passport genuine capability on rough roads, in snow, and on muddy trails. Inside, the story is pure function. The front seats are wide, supportive, and built for long-distance comfort. The rear seats offer generous legroom and headroom, making this one of the best choices if you do not need a third row, but still want serious passenger comfort. Cargo space is where the Passport crushes expectations, with a huge rear area and a clever underfloor storage compartment that keeps valuables and messy gear hidden away. In road tests, handling is stable and confidence-inspiring, with steering that is nicely weighted and body motions that feel controlled rather than floaty. Reliability has been a strong point, with owner surveys indicating fewer major issues than many rival midsize SUVs and a powertrain that is known to go hundreds of thousands of miles with basic maintenance. Safety technology is standard across the lineup, including collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control, giving the Passport the same advanced protection suite you would expect from Honda's family flagships. It might not be the flashiest SUV in the parking lot, but for drivers who value confident power, honest capability, and long-term toughness in a two-row package, it is very close to ideal.
Number 4. 2026 Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. This is where the family SUV goes high-tech without sacrificing common sense. The Palisade already shocked the market by offering near-luxury comfort at mainstream prices, and the hybrid version takes that formula and layers serious efficiency on top. Consumer-style evaluations show that the Palisade Hybrid's powertrain delivers smooth, quiet acceleration, with electric assistance filling in the gaps so you rarely feel the engine working hard. The result is three-row practicality paired with fuel economy numbers that used to be reserved for smaller crossovers. Inside, the Palisade Hybrid borders on luxurious, with high-quality materials, a clean, modern design, and the sense of calm that rivals some premium brands. Available dual white screens blend digital instrumentation with an intuitive infotainment system that responds quickly and plays nicely with smartphones, while Hyundai keeps just enough physical controls for climate and core functions to make everyday use simple. The second row, whether equipped with captain's chairs or a bench, offers serious stretch-out space, and the third row is designed to be more than an emergency seat, with enough room for grown passengers on real trips. Cargo space remains generous, even with all three rows in use, and the folded floor layout makes loading bulky gear straightforward. Reliability predictions for Hyundai's latest hybrids have been increasingly positive, with the brand's long powertrain warranty providing an extra safety net for buyers nervous about new technology. Safety is another strong suit, with top crash test ratings and one of the most comprehensive suites of driver assistance features available at this price, including lane centering, highway driving assistance, automatic emergency braking, and more. The Palisade Hybrid is not a performance SUV, and it does not pretend to be. Instead, it quietly delivers comfort, efficiency, tech, and space in a way that makes the traditional gasoline-only three-row feel outdated overnight. Number 3. 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. This is the moment Toyota decided to stop apologizing for cramped third rows. The Grand Highlander takes everything that made the regular Highlander a durability icon and stretches it, literally and figuratively, into something far more complete. Consumer-style road evaluations highlight the Grand Highlander's biggest win: genuine three-row usability. Adults can sit in the third row without feeling like they have been punished for being late to dinner, and there is still meaningful cargo room behind them. That combination alone puts this SUV in rare company. Toyota offers multiple powertrains, including hybrid options, that deliver impressive fuel economy for a vehicle of this size, while maintaining the brand's reputation for bulletproof longevity. The cabin feels solid and thoughtfully laid out,
with practical storage solutions, user-friendly controls, and a design that prioritizes function over fleeting trends. Families will appreciate the wide-opening doors, straightforward child seat installation, and the ability to configure seating for both people and gear without feeling like they're playing Tetris on hard mode. Reliability predictions are excellent, with Toyota's history of hybrid durability and simple, robust hardware playing a huge role in owner confidence. The Grand Highlander scores strongly in safety testing as well, with advanced driver assistance features standard across the lineup, including pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, and lane tracing assist. The only real downside is price. The Grand Highlander is not cheap, especially in better-equipped trims. But when you factor in its long-term reliability, strong resale value, and the sheer practicality of having a truly usable third row and big cargo space in the same vehicle, it feels less like a splurge and more like an investment in sanity for busy families. Number 2. 2026 Ford Explorer. This is the SUV that has carried a badge with serious weight for decades, and the latest Explorer refines that legacy with a sharper focus on driving dynamics and versatility. Consumer-style evaluations praise the Explorer's rear-wheel drive-based architecture for giving it a more balanced, confident feel on the road than many front-drive-based rivals. Steering is precise for a family SUV, body motions are well controlled, and available turbocharged engines provide strong acceleration for passing, merging, and towing. At the same time, Ford has calibrated the Explorer to be comfortable on long drives, absorbing rough pavement without constant bouncing or jarring impacts. Inside, the Explorer offers 3 rows of seating with a second row that can be optioned as either a bench or captain's chairs, depending on your priorities. The third row is best suited to kids or adults on shorter journeys, but access is straightforward and cargo space behind it is still functional. Fold the rear seats and the Explorer transforms into a cavernous gear hauler. The latest infotainment system features a large vertically oriented touchscreen in higher trims, with responsive software and modern connectivity features, while still offering physical controls for core functions so you're not trapped in screen menus for every adjustment. Reliability has improved compared to earlier versions, and owner surveys show that when maintained properly, the Explorer provides solid long-term service for families who tow, road trip, and commute in equal measure. Safety scores are strong, and Ford's driver assistance suite brings features like automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assistance, and adaptive cruise control to a wide range of trims. The Explorer is not the quietest or plushest SUV on this list, but for drivers who want a 3-row that still feels genuinely confident on the road and offers broad capability, it stands out as one of the most well-rounded choices. Number 1. 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. This is the compact SUV that did what the industry thought was impossible: real-world practicality and near-luxury refinement into one package without blowing up the price. The Tucson Hybrid represents one of the most dramatic transformations in the entire SUV market. The previous generation was forgettable. The current one looks like it landed from the future. Sharp body lines, a bold grille with integrated lighting, and distinctive LED signatures mean this SUV stands out in any parking lot. Consumer style testing shows that the Tucson Hybrid's powertrain is the real star. A turbocharged engine paired with an electric motor and a smooth automatic transmission delivers strong, effortless acceleration, with fuel economy that would have been unthinkable for an all-wheel drive compact SUV only a few years ago. Transitions between electric and gasoline power are seamless, and the powertrain feels sophisticated rather than experimental. Inside, the Tucson Hybrid leans hard into tech. Available wide digital displays, crisp graphics, and intuitive menus create a modern, upscale vibe normally reserved for far more expensive vehicles. At the same time, Hyundai's decision to retain sensible controls for critical functions keeps day-to-day interaction frustration-free. Passenger space is excellent in both rows, with generous legroom and headroom that make this feel closer to a mid-size than a typical compact. The cargo area is impressively large and cleverly shaped, with a low liftover height and a flat floor when the rear seats are folded, making big grocery runs, luggage, or DIY projects easy to manage. Reliability predictions for Hyundai's current hybrid hardware have become increasingly strong, supported by a long powertrain warranty that reassures buyers who are new to hybrid tech. Safety ratings are top tier, with a full suite of advanced assistance features standard or widely available, including forward collision avoidance, lane keeping assist, and driver attention monitoring. In real-world use, the Tucson Hybrid hits that rare sweet spot. It is efficient without feeling slow, stylish without becoming impractical, tech-heavy without being confusing, and affordable while still feeling premium. That is why it earns the top spot as an almost perfect SUV. It simply refuses to compromise in the ways buyers actually notice. These 7 SUVs prove that the real winners in 2026 are not always the flashiest or the most heavily advertised. They are the ones that combine reliability, safety, comfort, and real-world usability in ways that make owners want to buy them again and again. If this breakdown helped you avoid a very expensive mistake at the dealership, let the algorithm know by hitting like. Subscribe for more brutally honest SUV deep dives, and drop a comment telling which of these 7 you would actually put in your driveway. Thanks for watching. See you next time.